ಹಾಯ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಲೈಕ್ ಕಿಡ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುಯಾಲಿಟಿ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಲವು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ನ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈಫ್ ಕೋಚ್ ಆದ ಸೋನಾಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಯಾರು, ಅವರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಏನು, ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ.
So as you know, I'm a life coach and a relationship coach, and I've been into parenting coaching also.
Okay.
And spirituality is part of every coaching program I do because I think that is my lifeline. Basically, I'm from Punjab. My husband is from Bihar, and we are staying in Bangalore from almost 15 years.
Okay ma'am, shall I start with the question?
Yes, sure.
The first question is, in a world obsessed with success and productivity, is spirituality the missing key to true fulfillment?
Actually, spirituality is the only key for the true fulfillment.
Okay.
See, glamour has no end. This materialistic world, when we are into, like, everything is related to your desires. Desires would never get fulfilled. One desire you fulfill, it will go on for another desire.
Exactly.
Say for example, somebody want to buy a car. Okay. Say somebody has a bike and he wants to buy a car. Till he buys a car, what he will do is he will sacrifice his all desires of other things. He will save money. He will do a lot of hard work to buy the new car. So once the car is bought, then what will happen? 1 month he will be very happy. Society will really approve him and he will be very, very glad to have this car. Slowly there is a diminishing marginal utility we understand from economics. This passion of having this new car will start reducing. He will take it for granted. Now what happens that his friends buy another new model of car.
Yeah.
And now he wants to buy that higher model of the car. Then again he starts sacrificing things and other things to get this new car. Again he buys that new car. Then again after few months this car ka again diminishing marginal utility will start happening. And what will happen? Again few other desires will come. Slowly it is like from car to the big house to the bigger house to the bigger car. His desires will keep on moving. So spirituality at least teaches you where to end this race for the glamour.
Okay.
Because everything is related to glamour. We want to show the society what we are, what we want, what we possess. So this has no end. It will keep on going.
Can you give me some example, ma'am, like how spirituality end the desire process?
Yes. See, the Western world says that one life, but if you think about spirituality, even now many books from Western world we have been written about the past life. There have been so much of research and we cannot deny the fact that we have past life. It is not just one life. Life and after another, life after another, so many. If you read Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna has very openly said that Arjun, you were not born in this world only this time. You have appeared in this world so many times, so thousands, lakhs of times you come. In what swaroop you come, you even don't know, you don't remember that. So we think that with death our life ends. Basically there is a life after death and we are reborn. That is where the karmic theory is always placed higher. See, the desires will keep on coming. So when you know that this is not the end of your life, you have another life also. So you know cause and effect relationship. If you don't know cause and effect relationship of your own karma, you would always focus on enjoying, cherishing your time. If you are very rich, God has blessed you with lot of other facilities, lot of material things. So what you will do is, sab mera, I want to eat, I want to enjoy. You will overeat. Overconsumption of things, and when you start over consuming material things, you sometimes forget your own duties as well, because what you think my life will end with this life, you know, basically that Jeevan Kal, once it is over, that's the end of the thing, which is not. Basically you have further afterlife, you have cause and effect relationship which will actually nurture your soul being for the next lives. Even it happens with the relationships also. We sometimes try to, you know, see what is in for me,
Yeah.
and we don't bother about other
Others.
things, for others feelings also. We if we have to climb up the ladder of success, we crush somebody and then we move on.
Yeah.
If you do that, that person will get that pain, and that karma will come back to you, which life you never know, because
Yeah.
in one life you will not face all your bad karmas.
Yes, yes.
It is a cocktail of good and bad karmas.
Yeah.
Because if God punishes you in one life only, then that is not the beautiful interesting story of your life. So God gives proportionately, some good karmas, some bad karmas, so that you have that interest in life also, and you have also understood the power of God and the power of your karmas in your previous life.
Yeah. And so many used to tell that you have 7 janmas. What
It
do
is
you
more
say,
than
Mama?
7 janmas.
Oh, ma'am. Like,
See, if you see, the soul has never died. Okay, it
yeah.
always transforms.
Okay.
So yes, our relationship with somebody can be for 7 janmas. So you have to
Okay.
complete your karmic journey with that soul for 7 janmas. That can be one possibility.
Okay.
But your soul has many janmas.
Okay.
10 to Lord Vishnu has
Uh-huh.
avatars only.
Yeah.
We to as souls, and when our lifetime is hardly 50 to 100 years, we have so many. We are born as mosquito. We are born with the mosquito will complete all its journey of life in one night. It will become young in one night, same night. It will get married in same night, produce kids in same night, and next night it will die also. Maybe by morning it dies.
Yeah.
So there are yonis also. We have so many shastra proofs that we have yonis, different swarups we take after our birth as per our karmas also, and we complete. Human being born as human is the best. Why? Because we get a chance to nurture our soul with spirituality, with bhakti
Yeah.
and devotion, because this devotion is a blessing for us, that we can put those efforts to come closer to God. As an animal, we are not equipped with those mental abilities to go for devotion, though some animals do that, like parrots, and there are some animals which are very elevated souls also, and they are reborn as humans later also, or humans are reborn as animals because of some karma.
Okay.
But the cycle will continue. You don't know what you become. It is there are so many theories by different people, and as per shastras also, but main point is that we are reborn. How we are reborn, that is also not known to us.
Yeah.
We have not seen how we are reborn after next life, but yes, there are proofs that we are reborn.
I have the memories of my past janma. Like this is my another janma, but I have the memories of past janma. Is that true? Do you believe in that, ma'am?
Of course. Sometimes reflections, because subconscious mind is always active. That is your sukshma sharir.
Okay.
So there are so many levels of body we have. This right now is your bhautik sharir, which is like your material body. But you also have a sukshma sharir, and your subconscious mind would never forget what you were. So that is why yoga, meditation always helps you to reconnect with your past memories. Sometimes our powers, our previous birth, some reflections of some, even your talents, they are reflected in. Some kids are born, they know Bhagavad Gita from the 3rd year of their life also, which a person like me in my 40s also might not know those many shlokas. So why, how do they know? Because they are super active subconsciously, subconscious souls, and they remember those things. That means that they have not engrossed themselves in this whole world, And when you're talking about that people reflect, I see relationships also. Souls travel in groups, they never travel alone.
Okay.
Most of the times the soul travels in the group, same family group, same friends group, because there is a karmic exchange.
Okay.
Somebody who has hurted me a lot in this life
Okay.
has to repay the debts in my next life.
Okay.
Now what will happen is, somebody, say for example, X person had very badly behaved with me in this life. Now what will happen next life, before I die, I will get the flashback of my life. So I will have that pain that this person ditched me. I will see my body and my life, the flashbacks, and I will see I was very nice with this person hurted me. Same time when the other person dies, the person would see that, oh, this person was very nice with me, but I did so bad behavior with her. So there will be regret in other person, there will be pain in me.
Yeah.
Now in next life, because we have karmic exchange, there is a karmic rin. Rin means loans
Okay.
of
Okay.
emotions. So
Okay.
this person owe me good emotions, but I have bad feelings for that person. That is why suddenly we just don't like somebody for no reason.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
don't
even
know.
I felt that.
Right?
Yes.
That person can be best, and we don't know what is the reason that we don't like.
Yeah.
We would find reason, we question ourselves, but we don't get our answers, but we don't like.
True.
Now what happens is, this person who was very bad to me in previous life, he will feel always indebted to do good to me,
Okay.
and then I am bad to him or her, and the life will again go like that. Again when I die, flashbacks will come,
Okay.
and then
so that cycle repeats.
cycle repeats, and then again in the third life I will be having good feelings for that person, and he will or she will be having bad feelings
Bad
for
feelings.
me.
Yeah.
Now how to end that? Forgiveness.
Okay.
When you forgive people, then you end this karmic cycle of exchange of emotions, positive, negative. So you forgive. Okay, I forgive you. Now when you forgive that person, you don't have any regret in your next life.
Yes.
So you restart.
Every time.
Every time you have to forgive, because you will not take everything along with you when you go up.
True.
Okay, but souls will always travel with some experience, education of spirituality with them.
Okay.
But if you don't educate yourself spiritually, when you die, you are again reborn into this material world. Again dukham will come, again problems will come. You don't know how to handle it. I will come to that point later, why you said that why spirituality is important.
Yeah.
I will speak about it. But what I am trying to say right now is, it's important to forgive and move on, so that you travel light.
Yeah.
You don't have any pain in your heart when you die. Some people die with the desire. If you see some people, some kids are born and they are born with too much of hunger always.
Okay.
Some people would eat so much in their life
Okay.
that they are born to eat. Maybe in their previous life they died hungry.
Okay.
That hunger has traveled to their next life. Some people will have different issues in their life which travel to their next life, and that is again because in their previous life they had dissatisfaction.
Is spirituality help us to come out of depression and anxiety?
Of course. Now see, everyone gets angry.
Yeah.
Everyone gets in the lower point of their life.
Yeah.
Today or tomorrow, I also get. I get angry on my kids. I get angry on my relations sometimes, because I am in this bhautik world.
Yeah.
Maya spares no one. Maya will always attack you. It attacks sadhus also. You've seen sadhus also get angry.
Yeah.
Sadhus will also. Only difference is, people who are into spirituality, they will forgive and move on. They will not nurture that grief. But how spirituality actually hits is that we fall in the pit of emotions.
Yes.
I will fall, you will fall, everyone can fall.
Yeah.
A spiritual person will come out easily.
Yes.
But a person, because the spirituality will give that strength, because spirituality tells you that this is not end of your things.
Yeah. Correct.
You see from a broader perspective, you see things from a broader perspective as a holistically. Now I tell you one thing, if there is one steel glass
Okay.
and you put hot water in that,
Okay.
can you able to, will you be able to hold that steel
No.
glass?
No.
If I give you an insulated steel glass and I put very hot water,
I
will
can
you be able
hold.
to?
Yeah.
So what is the difference? Insulation.
Yeah.
Spirituality gives you that insulation. So life troubles are like your hot water in your life. It can melt you, it can make you very heated, not able to hold. But when your spirituality enters your life, you are so mature that you see things in a longer run.
Yeah.
And then you leave it on to God also, because He is the one who runs the show.
Definitely.
When you have died as Pushpa in your previous life, do you remember your previous life?
No, ma'am.
Do you remember the life before that?
No.
So I'm sure that in your previous life you had some desires,
Yeah, definitely.
you had some prayers to the God.
Of course. Yeah.
I died with some desires.
Yeah.
I prayed to the God.
Yes.
You forgot, but God did not forget.
Definitely.
Now, when you were as a 3-year-old child, do you remember what color frock you were wearing?
No. Obviously.
Your mother
no.
knows, na, that while you were 3-year-old, you were wearing this frock.
Yeah. She might remember.
She might remember,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or some, if you don't have photos of those times, they will
Yeah.
remember. Similarly, God remembers all the promises you have asked in your previous life, even after as a soul, because He sees you as a soul.
Yeah.
So He makes a macro plan of your life.
Yeah.
So He knows what is good for you, what is not good for you, what fits in your desires which you have asked from the many cycles of your life.
Okay.
So in this life, you have all micro plans. Now when you ask for, say for example, you want to be a doctor,
Okay.
but in your previous lives you said, God never make me a doctor. Now you are applying for
Yeah.
your test and you've forgotten that promise.
Yes,
God has
yes.
promised you already,
Yeah.
but you are not becoming a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Because God remembers the macro plan and you only want micro plan. So you gave 5 times you gave, but maybe you have asked God that God make me an IAS officer.
Okay.
So you, instead of going through the MBBS course, you took BSc course and you prepared for civil services and you become a commissioner because you asked for it. So
Yeah.
if you had become a doctor, maybe you would have not, you've got satisfied with your MBBS degree and MD degree or MS degree, and you would have never become a commissioner, and you have become maybe a renowned doctor also, but this what you asked in your previous life would have not become.
Yeah.
So your micro plan, unless and until it fits in your macro plan from many lives, it will never get fulfilled. So we say that, you know, there is in Hindi there is a small bhajan which is a very beautiful bhajan from my childhood. I used to hear, and I believe in that.
Oh, nice.
It says Sitaram Sitaram kahiye, jahi vidhi rakhe Ram, tahi vidhi rahiye, because he knows the best.
Okay.
महलों में राखे राम महलों में रहिए, झोंपड़ी में राखे राम झोंपड़ी में रहिए.
What does that mean, ma'am?
Means if God wants to keep you in a mahal, be in a mahal, content, be
Okay.
thankful. But if He keeps you in a jhopadi, be content. Your center of life, if is materialistic things, you will feel the pain. But if it is not, center of life is very productive. You understand why you're born in this world. The purpose of life is, if it's your center of life, you will not feel the pain of staying in the jhopadi, and you will not feel the pleasure of staying in a mahal,
Yeah.
in a palace,
Correct.
because you understand that you're born with a purpose. You have come to this world to do a duty, and that should be your center of life. That's a major big subject. Maybe we'll talk about it in the next later.
Sure. Yeah. Ma'am, from so many years, I'm experiencing Déjà vu. Is it from past life, or have we
Okay,
done
this
that
is-
thing before in this?
This is a very interesting and major topic.
Yeah.
See, I tell you one thing. I'm also not a spiritual guru, to be honest.
Okay.
It is just, I'm also a learner. I'm also learning. My only purpose of this life is bhakti,
Okay.
which I'm focusing on. And I sometimes fail as a bhakt, I fail as a devotee. But I tell you, when I am also educating myself, I have also come across this thing, it is mentioned in the Bhagavatam, and it is mentioned in many other books, or in Indian textbooks, that Kalyug, Satyug, Treta Yug and Dwapar Yug, everything is repeated again, the cycles. So Satyug, after Satyug there is a Treta Yug, then Dwapar Yug, and then Kalyug.
Yeah.
So you think that only this time Ramayana happened, only this time Mahabharata happened. But
Okay,
it has
okay.
happened multiple times.
Yes.
We as soul has lived multiple times. This is one reason we feel this, because this life you have already lived
Okay.
in one kalpa, which is Brahma's part of a day.
Okay.
So every time these yugas will keep on coming and yugas will keep on going. If and we this yuga cycle will end, and again new yuga cycle will come. Your decision making and your karma can be different. In
Okay.
every time you are born as Pushpa, I am born as Sonali. So we don't know how many times you are born as Pushpa and how many times I am born as Sonali.
Yeah.
So Déjà vu is a subconscious alert of what might happen, and then it gives you an opportunity to change your decision.
Okay.
And also there is one more theory, which is that we live in parallel worlds.
Oh, yeah.
As a small child, I don't know, I always felt that all this what is happening is I'm watching it from somewhere else. My life is being watched from somewhere else, which
Okay.
I knew as a child, I don't know how,
Okay.
but I felt that I am living not only in this world, I am living somewhere else also.
Okay.
So I have to still find a spiritual guru to understand why I was feeling this.
Okay.
But my feelings were very true, and they were very convincing.
Yeah.
And then I slowly started realizing, I might be wrong, I might be right, but some spiritual guru has to confirm that these autistic child or the special kids,
Yeah.
they live parallelly in different worlds.
Okay.
So they are not able to give their 100% in this world,
Yeah.
because they are already living somewhere.
Okay.
So they, since if they are living in this world, they have to give 100%. But if
Yes.
it's like a person living in house and going to the job, work from home हो रहा है, तो job भी कर रहा है, घर भी कर रहा है, तो it is not 100%.
Yeah.
Job में so many disturbances will come,
Definitely,
right?
definitely. Yeah.
If you are doing work from home,
Yes.
staying at home and doing your job, because you are involved in your house chores also, and
Yeah.
you are involved in your work also.
Yes.
So this usually is a possibility that these kids are staying in parallel worlds also.
Okay.
They are not 100% living in this world.
It's interesting actually.
But again, as I said, that I actually am looking for a spiritual guru who is going to support these things to me with some facts in Shastras, because I have not read many things in life. And this
Okay.
is very important to read what is written in our Shastras.
Yes.
That would empower you.
Yes. Okay. So how does that special kids get better, ma'am?
See, again, we cannot intervene with the karmic theory. It is their decision.
Okay.
It is God's decision and their decision to come to this world as how they are.
Okay.
They might have asked the God that we don't want to get attacked by Maya. If you see, these kids are very innocent.
Yes.
They don't get into material lalach, greed.
Yeah.
They don't want to get into excessive show of emotions, which are like, I want this, I want that, I this and
Yeah.
that. What they want, what we should not pull them to the material world. What we can help them is, because we can make them connected with God,
Okay.
make them do a lot of chanting.
Okay.
See, people give education, they send them to the school. कुछ ना कुछ उनको ज़बरदस्ती करवाते हैं, है ना? Which is also okay. Every parent wants their kid to do something in the
Yes.
material world. But parallelly, parents should be taking them to the positive places like temples continuously, do chantings with them, tell them the story, so that their soul is elevated.
Okay.
Now it is again the decision of God and their decision what to do. As parents, we can do our duty to put them close to the God.
Yeah.
so that your suffering also will come down as a parent.
Yes.
As a parent, if my child is autistic, every time I am worried, I am going to the park and comparing my kid with it, and what did I do wrong, why this kid is born to me. I feel that pain, you know, when of the parents who are into this.
Yeah.
Then you are sending them to the school, their behavior is not very same as others, other kids, so somehow you get underconfident. But you should get confident that this special kid is an opportunity for me to get connected with the God. We say, as per Shastras, there are 4 type of kids born. One kid is born who will take you to Narka.
Oh.
So some people will do, say they are in a good position, they will take or a politician or some position. So for the kids, they will do wrong things. They will take bribe, they will do corruption. Because they want to earn more money, so that they can fulfill their kids' desire to become something, or their desire for their child to get something. Now this is told by a monk to me, and I'm very thankful for that. So what happens is, this kid is making you do wrong karma for you, for himself. And he is opening the dwars of Narka for you. So you are working so much hard, apart from hard work, you are adding corruption to it. So this kid is doing, he's paving the route to Narka. Now second kid is the kid who takes you to Swarga. How would he do that? The kid is born, and either there are a lot of difficulty for that kid to be born, but when the child is born, he has some problems, like special kids, like some kid with some physical disability, like some issue in the kid. So to get rid of that issue, people start going to temples, people start going to the monks, people start doing lot of good karma, like you know, they will start donations, they will do lot of langar seva. Langar seva is like feeding people, all that. So this is to, again, this is opening the door to Swarga, right? Some kids are born to reward you. Okay, so again they are born, and they're born with such a good karma that this life is itself creating lot of opportunities for you. But your previous life enemy, if he's born to you, is born to punish you. So some kids, they don't get along with their parents. Parents would not get along with them. After they are born, there is lot of loss to the parents also. Parents' deeds are not helping the kids. Kids' presence is not helping the parents. That's a dushman, and it is supported by astrology also. But this is how, you know, kids are your passport to the next journey. So how we do this is, best is you do connect with your God by chantings, by doing seva, going to temples, listening to the monks, listening to the you know, Vyaspeeth, people who are sitting on the Vyaspeeth and giving you the lectures.
So ma'am, in this modern society, how much we can believe this Jyotishya Shastra, that and all?
This is very interesting question. Astrology is a language to learn your previous karmas. There are dasha system, Mahadasha. So if I am born and if I die in Shukra Mahadasha and have not completed that Mahadasha, so this is a cycle. This again, like, you know, all these planets move in this Mahadashas also will move in a very good discipline. So after this, if I have died in Shukra Mahadasha and I am reborn in some other place, I will be reborn for the limited time period which is remaining. So I will be born as Shukra Mahadasha, into Mahadasha. Somebody is born in Shani Mahadasha, he will be born in, he dies in the Shani Mahadasha, he will be born in Shani Mahadasha if the period is remaining. Or whatever comes after the Shani Mahadasha. See, I am not an astrologer, this is from my experience what I am telling. Now, if you understand my Kundali, I have the worst planets, some planetary positions which can happen to anybody. And I am not saying that that is fake, that is true. Today also you take my Kundali to an astrologer, they would say, oh, she must wear, my all good planets are placed in the bad positions, bad planets are
Placed
they are actually destroying the effects of the good planets.
Okay.
So, but then how I'm moving? Still I'm in a good content life,
Yeah.
right? We say, Mare Krishna Rakhe ki, Rakhe Krishna Mare ki. If God has to protect you, nobody can kill you.
Yes.
If God has to kill you, nobody can protect you.
Yeah.
So like, God is like, if you're friends with Modi or Prime Minister or say some good position. So we say like Mr. Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, if you are having good relations with him and you say, I am very good friend with Mr. Modi, okay, local police is good planet. I'm just giving an example, don't take me wrong.
Oh no.
So local police is the good planet. So it will say, oh, Modi Sahab knows her. So we cannot just go for, if somebody complains against you. So they will take proper measures to contact you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
And if it is a fake case or something, if they are trying to trouble you, so these are good planets will not trouble you.
Yeah.
Now Gundas are bad planets.
Okay.
So bad planets would say, oh my God, we can't take panga with her. We don't have that capacity to deal with the back support she has.
Yeah.
So bad planets will also not trouble you.
Okay.
So even if there is an FIR against you, or if there is somebody has trying to frame you, police will come. It will sit with you, have cup of tea and ask you, madam, what happened? Have you done this? They will do their inquiry. They will do their job.
Yeah.
It's not they will not come to you. They will do
come,
their job, but they will not trouble you.
Yes.
Similarly, if you are devoted to God and God is standing by your side, neither good planets will trouble you nor bad planets will trouble you.
Yes.
Because for good actions also you're devoting your result to the God. Your bad actions also, you don't do bad actions when you are in spirituality. But still, we walk, we have so many microorganisms we are consuming. Na?
Yeah.
Everything you devote it to God. God takes care of it. So that is how astrology, and I don't think that you should be going for, see, I'm also wearing this magnet, these are like beads of the Reiki beads.
Astrology,
Not exactly astrology, this is like some tarot friend has told me to wear to attract positive energies and things. They're helping me. I'm not saying that they're opening good opportunities for me. So I just believe in that. But out of fear, I will not do anything, especially now these days. Everything is available on YouTube, the black magic, everything. Now photos are available on your phone, DP, Instagram. People do black magics from taking the photos from phones and all those things.
Yes.
God never likes that. And you get a bad karma for that.
Yeah.
What you can do is, yes, anything which is adding positivity to life and not compromising on certain good things. First, one thing, you should not get fearful. If you are a devotee, don't get fearful. But yes, if you are only fearful when you have some material desires.
Okay.
When you're, I tell you, some kids I have seen in life. I have 2 kids in my surroundings.
Okay.
One girl has become very big now. She's yet to get married. The other is, I have another kid which I will not name now. They are so strange and they're so good with their life.
Okay.
They have 2 things in them. You cannot allure them. You cannot give any lalach to them. You cannot tell them, I will give you chocolate, do this. Because that does not work on them totally. I have seen. And you cannot scare them also, because they are not afraid of anything.
Okay.
Now in such kids, the upbringing also matters. You can always do a positive upbringing to them with positive sanskars, that positive values.
Yeah.
Such kids become very, very, and thankfully both these girls, they are like, very value, they have a lot of value in their life.
Super.
But 2 good qualities in these 2 kids are, they are not allured, they don't get scared.
Super. That is the main.
So that makes their inner confidence very strong.
Yes.
So if you are like also like as human also, I am also like that. If I don't have any greed, nobody can trap me.
Yes.
So no astrologer who tries to dig money by creating lot of fear in my life, by doing all that, that will also not work.
Yeah.
No person who wants to put a greed idea in my mind will not work, because I know what is written in my destiny.
Yes.
Nobody can stop it. What is not written in my destiny, nobody can get me that.
Yes.
No matter how much I try,
Yeah.
I will get what is written in my destiny.
That's true. So ma'am, long back one of my subscriber asked that if somebody took your hair or nail, they do something to that nail or hair, like black magic thing, will that affect you?
Yes, it can affect anybody,
Okay.
but not me.
Oh, how ma'am, and why?
Why? Because I always create a positive aura around me by chanting every day, twice, thrice, whatever I get. And I have devoted my life to my Lord. If it is written in my destiny that it has to affect me, it will affect.
Okay.
If it is, because that person is doing a bad karma for himself, not for me.
Okay.
For me, my God will always protect me. If I have to get damaged and it is written in my destiny that I have to get damaged by some black magic, I will get affected.
Okay.
But again, it's the wish of God.
Yeah.
See, that person is doing wrong karma for himself. But if God has decided to protect me, I will never get that. Now, why would God protect me?
Why?
Because God is always there for me. It's like you have two kids. One kid is just running away from you.
Okay.
You're asking, come sit baby, come sit baby. He will run away.
Hmm.
Now, does your motherly love get affected?
No.
It will be same.
Yeah.
Another kid is always after you, hugging you, sitting with you on your lap. He is always around you. So your love will be same for both kids.
Yes.
But your availability will be more for the other kids.
These kids. Yeah.
So my God is available for me because I know that I have to make him available to me,
yes.
because I spend time with him. Sun is giving light to even criminals.
Yeah.
It is not that only it will give light to the people who are doing good activities
Yes.
and not criminal. Criminal also use the sun,
Yes.
even if they do criminal activities.
Yeah.
So only thing is, this karma is affecting the person who is doing it
Yes.
more than me. If I have to die with that, if I have to get lost with that, I will eventually get lost from other reasons, other things also, even if he does not do. If I have to break my leg, I will break my leg. No matter he does kala jadoo or not, that's a different
Yeah.
story.
Yes.
But he has done a definitely bad deed for himself.
That's for sure. Yes.
Because I have seen many cases, see, I tell you, I've seen many people who have spoiled their life with things bouncing back on their life. Because when you use these things, you trouble the spirits around you.
Yes.
And when you trouble those spirits, some spirits are, captured by you, and they also get some aggression. So it is like once they are given a task, now they are reflecting back.
Yes.
They are not able to hit me because I have God's protection around me. So where would they do? They are given a task, they have to do it. They'll
Yes.
come back to you if you have done.
Okay. ಸೊ ಗೈಸ್ ನೀವು ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್ ಆಗಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನೌ ಡೇಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಕಮಿಟ್ ಟು ಸೂಸೈಡ್. ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದೇರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ವೈ ದೇ ಕಮಿಟ್ ಟು ಸೂಸೈಡ್?
They want to become the god of their own life.
Okay.
They don't trust God.
Okay.
They want to control everything, the results. So if they don't get that result, they suicide. Sometimes some people want to challenge others.
Okay.
Revengeful होकर suicide हो रहा है, hatred में suicide हो रहा है. So many things, so many emotions, when they are overwhelming in your life, people are not able to hold on to their emotions.
Yeah.
And they think this life is just end of it. It's called escapism.
Okay.
They're trying to escape the situation. They're trying to teach somebody a lesson.
Yeah.
They're trying to test others' love. And believe me, Pushpa, they are doing so much wrong to themselves.
True.
I give you a small example.
Hmm.
Pushpa, I give you an air ticket to America,
Okay.
your passport,
Hmm.
you have money, you have phone,
Hmm.
okay, and I tell you, Pushpa, XYZ person is coming to receive you.
Okay.
So you will be hosted in their house for some time in America, and there will be opportunities for you.
Hmm.
Now this is like death.
Okay.
I'm telling you, like, it is how the death works.
Okay.
So there is written
Hmm. Hmm.
that Pushpa will die so on so and so date.
Hmm.
So any doot will come to
Hmm.
pick her up and take to the desired destination.
Okay.
Okay. Now Pushpa, I told you, Pushpa, go on this date.
Hmm. Hmm.
You say no, I'm getting so much trouble in my house, Sonali. I want to go to this America tomorrow,
Hmm.
and you don't even tell me.
Hmm.
You just go to America, and you are robbed by your you leave your passport. After boarding the flight, you are left with no money, you've lost your phone, and when you reach America, nobody is there to receive you.
Okay.
So who is going to come and get attracted to you? And now where are you going to land? You're going to land with goons. So souls who do suicide are not welcomed
Yes.
by good places. They hang around. Either they are lonely. Now the only thing is, you will be crying. Initially they will see, oh, my mother is crying, my father is crying.
Okay.
But because of lot of positivity in your house, you might be doing puja, and that after some time they cannot enter your area.
Home also,
So they can only see from the window, my mother is crying, my father is crying. And then there can be goons, tantrics are there, some bad soul, Brahma Rakshasas are there, so many other elements are there.
Okay.
They can capture the soul.
Okay.
So that is like getting into a pit of darkness. So you suicide to, see, there is always a hope. It is a moment to take the decision to suicide.
Okay.
You think I will escape, but actually if you know what is going to happen, you are 100% not welcomed by good entities.
Yeah.
You are not welcomed by God. What will happen is, you are captured by wrong entities.
Okay.
Tantrics are waiting for such things,
Okay.
and you become a slave. So your life after life is miserable if you do suicide, or you are just hanging around with no purpose, nothing, and you don't know, directionless.
Yes.
It is so horrible, I'm telling you, that even then you decide and you want to re-enter your body will not accept you.
Yes.
Even if you see, this is suicide. Now I have seen that people, they are too much in love with their loved ones when they die, and they get into depression.
Yeah.
This is a very important message to such people who lose their loved ones to God. See, that soul cannot enter the body again.
Yes.
After 2 months also, if you are in depression, where would soul come and stay with you?
No.
Will you be able to stay with the soul?
No.
No.
Not at all.
But we keep on calling the soul.
Yeah.
We don't set it free. What will happen is that the soul has one opportunity or few opportunities to go towards the light, towards the next destination. But because of your moha, your calling, the soul is also feeling that separation anxiety.
Okay.
So the soul will also be with you and miss that opportunity.
Okay.
Now you have remembered your loved one for 1-2 minutes, or 10 minutes, or half a day. But after that, you have an office meeting, you'll be busy in your meeting. Okay? But that soul is bichari standing.
Yes.
So it is very important that if some loved one goes, you have to cherish their good moments
Okay.
and pray for the soul to go for the next journey, and it should be very beautiful journey for them. And you say, we set you free now from our side. Because if you don't set free, if the soul is hanging around, it will not get the destination. Or if the soul has taken a rebirth somewhere, the child will keep crying
Okay, okay.
because the loved ones are calling it.
Okay.
So there's too much about these things. I don't know how to explain in a better way, but
It was
this
a
is
better way.
something.
What's the spiritual lesson every parent must teach their child to prepare them for their life?
First of all, parents should get spiritual.
Correct.
Kids will follow whatever parents do. You know, you don't have to specially design a program, send your kids for the shlokas. No. First, father and mother themselves should be spiritual. They should read, they should tell the kids about spirituality. Not like do this, don't do that, not like that. You can always share stories, you can always share your ideas, opinion about some events around and how God has helped. You have to tell the element of God in their life. You have to tell that how God is important and how important it is to be connected with God.
Okay.
And you have to show that. So if a mother is getting up doing 5-minute puja, the child is also knows that morning when we get up we have to take bath and do puja.
Yes.
But if a mother is not doing that, child will never learn. Even if the child is seeing what TV and in serial or anywhere, if it is happening also, it will never come to you.
Yes.
If a father also before going to office is doing a little agarbatti, the child knows that he have to do agarbatti. When the child becomes independent, the child will also follow that footprints.
So yeah, ma'am, you are correct. Kids will follow what they see from their parents. They will learn more and they'll do more.
Yes, absolutely. If parents are best examples.
Yeah.
By doing, the kids will learn automatically. See, I tell you, I always offer flowers to my deities at home.
Okay.
So my 3-year-old will also go sometimes down in the garden, get a flower, and he will not give it to me. He will give and offer it to the God. So this is how the kids observe and learn.
Okay. And one more doubt I have, like if the parents are spiritually connected but the kid is not, if the parents are forcing him, still he's not connecting.
You cannot force someone to be spiritual, and it happens. The parents are spiritual and the kid is not.
Yes.
It can be only a temporary phase.
Okay.
See, kid has born with his own karmas also. But if you give a good environment, if I put an AC around you, you will never sweat. Okay? But if you're sweating, having an AC in the room, that means the problem is in you. There is some disease you have. So that can be some previous disease, I would not say call it disease, but some karma which kid is carrying from the previous birth, that he will not fall into spirituality because there is some suffering in his life till he follows the spirituality. So parents cannot force the kid to be spirituality. They can only create the environment. They can only put the AC on.
Yes.
But at the same time, it remembers me, you know that IIT Baba?
Yeah.
So sometimes parents are religious, they are doing religious chores, but they are not spiritual. And kids turn out to be spiritual.
Yeah.
So if your child is a spiritual and wants to be a monk, parents should not stop it, because that is their karma. They have died. See, you can die as an engineer, will never be born as an engineer. I will always tell this. APJ Abdul Kalam has died as a scientist, not necessarily he will be born as a scientist. Homi Baba will not be born as a scientist again.
Yeah.
But when you end a spiritual, there's only one education which travels you through your lives, your spiritual education. If you have spiritual education in this life, you will be born from the time you have stopped. Means if you stopped at 10 point, you will be born at 10 point.
Okay.
If you're born at, if you stopped your life at 5 points of spirituality, you'll be born from 5 points of spirituality.
Okay.
Spiritual education will always keep on registering in your subconscious mind, and you will restart it. And I must tell you one very important thing.
Okay.
If a child has a karma to become monk, it has a desire for the child, it has taken a birth to become a monk.
Okay.
That is the purpose of his life.
Mm-hmm.
As parents, now our desire is, okay, we made him a doctor, now he become a monk. Oh, this institution, this organization has captured our child and made it a monk. No.
Mm-hmm.
It was your child's decision before taking birth only.
Yeah.
Nobody can make you monk. It is very easy for me to become, to show that I am very spiritual. I can wear now I am already wearing a sari, I can put a tika and I can wear few malas and I can tell you that I put a big kajal, put a big bindi, and I'll tell you I am some guru. Okay? Nobody has that much time of interacting with me and understanding whether I know. I can put some fears in your mind and tell that I am guru. I can become a fake guru anytime.
Yeah.
But in genes also you can be a spiritual guru if you elevate your soul by reading good books, spiritual books, by chanting, by connecting with God. And I might not appear to be spiritual, but I am very spiritual.
Okay.
But it is like, from my attire you might not find a person spiritual, but the moment the person sits next to you, it's like a flower bouquet sitting next to you. You will get that smell, you will get that feelings.
Yeah.
So it is always not the attire, it is your content inside.
Yes. So, ma'am, in this modern society, how to start spirituality in a
Yes.
simple way?
Simple way, and despite having so much busy schedule.
Yes.
है ना?
Yes.
It is, see, I'm a mother of 3 kids.
Okay.
I run my coaching business also, and I'm socially very active also. Still I get time. Now how do we do that is, one is your association.
Okay.
You watch Netflix, you watch movie based on psycho things or thrillers or some criminal activity, you watch news, you watch these things, people getting aggression, people getting so much of negativity. That negativity is entering your life from that.
Yes.
So your association, even if you are sitting at sofa and watching TV and watching negative things, that is your association.
Okay.
For spirituality, first thing is watch good things.
Okay.
You use your mobile to learn good things. Listen to a good monk. Now these days, I think Premanandji, I think he's some avatar only. Listen to him. There are so many good monks from in organization like ISKCON. There are people like who are delivering so good lectures and talking about spirituality. Good content. So
Yeah.
if you watch that good content, you should, when you want to listen to the music, try to listen to the good bhajans also. They are very soothing. Even Muhammad Rafi has sung many good, beautiful, bhajans.
Okay.
You can listen to that. This is one thing, is association. Second thing is, if you can devote some time for the reading habit. Before sleeping, take one good book. Start with Bhagavad Gita. Take at least, read 2-3 shlokas before sleeping. And at least, this will at least give your mind a peaceful thing, because there's so much in Bhagavad Gita which can guide you throughout.
Yeah.
Any other book. And I'm not a person who would say that wrap a book and keep it aside and never read it and respect that book by keeping it. You can only respect a book by taking that book into your life, by reading.
Yes.
So if Bhagavad Gita, you don't disrespect a Bhagavad Gita keeping by your bedside and sleeping if you're reading it.
Okay.
But if you're not reading it and you're keeping Bhagavad Gita on your bedside, you're disrespecting.
Yes.
Similarly, now you might ask, ma'am, Hindus can do that. Muslims will not do that. Christians cannot do that. Sikhs will not do that. So how do they bring reading habit of, they can read Bible.
Okay.
Christians can read Bible. Muslims can read some verses of Quran. Sikhs can read Gurbani. Gurbani is actually, if you read Gurbani, it's totally talking about Narsim Dev and all those things. That's a different story altogether. But you can read their own religious books.
Okay.
And a little time for your chanting or meditation. Any religion you are from. See, moon is one, sun is one.
Yes.
Okay, so at the end of the day, God is also one.
One. True.
Okay, so whichever religion you are from, please chant God's name, because they say in every in Kali Yuga, Harinam, Harinam, Harinam Kevalam. Whatever God you believe in Jesus, you just chant his name. You believe in Krishna, you chant his name. You believe in Shiva, you chant his name.
Yeah.
Because you're connected with that deity. You are connected with your God. You know that there is a support system. We go deeper into other things maybe later, because I'm a human being, I'm a learner. I am not a dharam guru, but yes, this is the message I have learned from my life so far, which I think is purpose of my life, to deliver it to the people who can bring changes by bringing spirituality into their life.
It was very helpful and interesting, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Best wishes to you, best
Thank
wishes
you.
to your audience.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
ಸೊ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುಯಾಲಿಟಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲೂ ನಮಗೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುಯಾಲಿಟಿನ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಾನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿಸಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಮರಿದೇ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಂಟಿಲ್ ದೆನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್, ಬಾಯ್.